They got that chemistry, man. Hey, you know what? We have some stuff to talk about as well. Got some Ryan Garcia news.
Oh, yeah, we got to go on that also.
And we have the 76ers news. I don't know if you saw, but the owner did something hilarious, so we'll talk about that. And some stuff that I saw on Insta earlier. We have a mutant Edgar on the loose. And then a funny video I saw, a parody that somebody did of Zeke getting ready for training camp.
What's that one, Parker?
It's a parody of somebody impersonating Zeke getting ready for, training camp.
Yeah.
The NFL season. It's hilarious, dude.
I got some sound here of Micah Parsons and CJ Stroud. The question was, how many points would you score in an NBA game? Hysterical.
De La Hoya made De La Hoya made Mike Jimenez. Man, that Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya nonsense it's hilarious, dude. They know what they're doing, man. They're getting the crowd going. People were putting pictures up on the X. Spurs fans of Kawhi sitting on the bench. That guy's damaged goods, man. If I'm the Clippers, man, I'm moving on.
Yeah, King Ryan has an announcement about it all.
Welcome to another episode of the Alamo City Sportscast with Mike Jimenez and Joe Garcia. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Join the discussion as we broadcast live from beautiful West San Antonio. And remember to tip your hosts as it helps the show grow.
What's up, San Antonio? What's up, South Texas? My name is Mike Jimenez, and this is the Alamo City Sportscast, coming at you from the Alamo City, home of the UTSA Roadrunners and San Antonio Spurs, of your San Antonio Missions, your UIW Cardinal, your Trinity Tigers, all of the above. Exit 7, Marbach represented today. Exit 11, Ingram Road, also represented today. Mike Jimenez here with you, Joe Garcia producing today's show. What's going on, Joe? How have you been today?
Been good, man. It's a rainy day today in San Antonio, but you know what? There's been a lot of stuff to talk about on the X. We're going to talk about some sports, but there's some funny things that we could talk about. There's been a mutant Edgar sighting, bro.
Yeah, wow, man. Lots to dive into, man. King Ryan is going to get dethroned, if you will, because, he shocked the world. With that fight a couple of weeks ago.
Upset over Haney, yeah.
And Haney's now pissed. Ryan Garcia saying, I did nothing wrong. Ryan Garcia tested positive twice for PEDs, so we'll get into that. Derek White apparently is a different person when he has hair and when he doesn't have hair, because the stat difference between the two is amazing. We're going to get into Micah Parsons. We love Kenny Smith and Charles Barkley and Shaq. But have you been following Micah Parsons doing interviews and doing podcasts with CJ Stroud?
That's pretty funny, dude.
Dude, they are really good together, man. They are really good together. And it got me thinking, is it too much Micah? Because Micah, he wants to be the next Travis Kelce brothers, with all that they've got going on with that podcast network. It almost feels like Micah wants that he craves it, and he's good. But is it too much Micah? As you mentioned, we have an Edgar on the loose, an Edgar sighting, so just kind of is what it is. Lots to get into. If you want to be part of the show, our YouTube stream is up live right now. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitter. You can leave a comment on YouTube, and we'd be happy to read it if it keeps the show going along. Again, we have the swear jar. I think, Joe, that we need to have like a donation for the swear jar.
Oh, God.
Because we say $1, but where's it going to go to?
Maybe it should go to something that we give away or something to the fans.
Something. We'll figure it out. But
a T-shirt. Well, I got to send my boy Jason Garcia a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Because I just designed some new logos and put them in the actual merch store, so I'm going to send him one over in Portland. He was kind enough to send me a postcard.
And how can he find the merch?
Well, there's the QR code if you're watching the intro to the show, and we're going to go ahead and get something ready for next week. Well, we'll go ahead and show a little, picture of the merch, and we'll have the QR code so you can go ahead and, go to the store.
Very cool. We're also going to get into the NBA playoffs. As Tim Gonzalez says, the Mavericks spanked the Clippers last night. 2 embarrassing games.
Yeah.
I mean, they were closeout games. Very, very embarrassing. But lots to get into today. Again, my name's Mike Jimenez. That's Joe Garcia. Dude, it feels like it's Houston outside right now. It's so freaking humid. I just did a 3.5-mile walk before coming over here. Don't get me wrong. I took a shower and all that and came over here. But when I was out and about, it was that just steam. It wasn't raining. It was just steam. I was getting wet. But it wasn't from raindrops. It wasn't even fog. It was steam.
What's your favorite thing that the guys like you to say? You were moist.
I was moist. Most definitely moist.
Our guys are crazy, bro.
But, man, it was like, is this sweat? Is this water? What is this? Did 3.5 miles, doing that whole thing. I got a 5K that I'm running in Baton Rouge on Saturday morning. But tonight, I'm making my way to San Antonio International Airport.
Again.
Going to be going to Baton Rouge. Tomorrow night, 5 p.m. It's a 5 p.m. start.
Wow.
Foo Fighters in concert at Jazz Fest.
They're playing for a certain crowd. That certain crowd likes to be in bed by like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
I know, it's funny. They gave them 2 hours, though, because the Killers went from 5:30 to 7 when I saw them last weekend. Foo Fighters are given an extra 30 minutes, so they're going to go from 5 to 7.
Yeah, but they're not going to be the same, man. They're going to be without their drummer.
The drummer, Taylor Hawkins, R.I.P.
Man.
But they're still, it's Dave Grohl's band. It just is what it is.
Doubt.
And it's always been it's on my bucket list to watch Dave Grohl and the Foo Fighters. It has been for the longest time. And to be honest with you, I'm trying to get amped up about going. I'm excited to see my daughter because I don't see her very often. But I flew to Charlotte.
Yeah.
And I was working in Charlotte for a while. Came back, went to Baton Rouge and New Orleans, and I drove all the way there and back. And then beyond that, I get back to work on Monday. I missed a week of work. And all this stuff kind of piled up. I'm exhausted. And then right now I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm going to get on a plane tonight.
Get on a plane.
But I'll get excited. And then my daughter says, oh, by the way, I signed you up for a 5K Saturday morning before your flight. So very nice. Sif is reaching out to us right now saying that he got cooked yesterday. It's because of his take, baby. It's because of his take that Selena's music is played out, that she is overrated, overplayed, or whatever the case may be.
Look at that moist Mike.
That's right. Lose 30 more pounds. I'll be Magic Mike Part 3.
You're getting ready for your hot girl summer, man.
Hot girl summer. Well, it's. I said it yesterday. In order for me to lose weight, I got to avoid eating with family. It just is what it is.
Okay. When we get to the 1,000, follower mark or subscriber mark, you got to get ready to fit in that Speedo, get in the dunk tank, man. Go in the drink.
I'll give the dunk tank, but it ain't be Speedos, dude. It ain't going to be that, man. Doesn't matter how much weight I lose.
Wearing the Speedo backwards.
Yeah. No, but I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Doing the intermittent fasting and all that stuff.
That's good.
And I'm back on the grind. I really am. I just want to be healthier. And it's funny because my divorce will be finalized probably in July or so. And there's certain insurances that you get that are cheaper if you're married when you get them. So I'm trying to slim down in order to qualify. Not that I wouldn't qualify. I want to qualify at the better rate for a lot of these stuff.
Because they do a blood test and stuff on you too sometimes for these insurances. Yeah. And they want to make sure that you have, that everything is good, that you're not going to have a lot of cholesterol, that there's nothing else going on. You're not a smoker, none of that stuff.
Well, you and I are going to go have lunch after the show. So let's go ahead and leave now. But we're going to go have lunch after the show. And I'm just craving avocado. I want a big ass piece of avocado. Now, are we going to Sazon, or are we going to Las Palapas, or are we going to Rodeo?
No, man, let's go with Sazon, dude. Sazon's good.
It's not bad, man.
Yeah, I like Sazon. I always go to Las Palapas with the wife. She always wants something. No, let's go here. And I like El Rodeo de Jalisco, but I won't get yelled at. You didn't give me enough food.
You didn't give me enough food. That's hysterical.
That's hilarious.
So for those of you who don't know what that means, yesterday before the show started, I went to Jalisco, the Rodeo Jalisco in our neighborhood, and this lady was screaming at the manager that they didn't give her enough food, and she was like, "Get out of my restaurant! I'm not coming back. I don't want you back." And it was fantastic. Again, We're live right now on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at MJAcquiredTaste. You can find Joe at Two Shots Podcast. We go for about an hour and 15 minutes or so. Don't forget to hit the like button and also the QR code on the top left over there to buy us a coffee. Keeps the show going. In fact, Joe, you were talking yesterday after the show.
Hit that like button.
You were talking about the fact that we need new equipment, that there's certain things that we need to keep the show going.
Yeah.
And you were saying, hey, this thing costs $115.
Yeah.
Well, whenever someone gives us a tip or gives us a super chat or whatever the case may be, buys us a coffee, it goes towards all that.
Yeah, it doesn't go in our pocket. We put it back
back into the show.
Podcast, yeah.
Right back into the show. But let's go ahead and get into some boxing because how shocked were you, everybody, boxing fans, sports fans, that Ryan Garcia tested positive for PEDs? Not once, but he tested positive twice. Now, that fight against Haney a week and a half ago was startling, okay, because it was a majority decision. Haney got knocked down like 4 times. Dude, Garcia came out swinging, and I thought he was going to end the fight in the first 30 to 40 seconds. One of the scorecards was tied at 112, but Garcia won the other 2. Yeah. How was that possible? To knock down somebody 3 or 4 times was because Garcia lost every other round, that he wasn't knocking Haney on his ass.
Yeah.
But it was a great fight. Garcia was the better fighter that night. And Garcia also came in heavy.
3 pounds, 3.2 pounds overweight.
3.2 pounds. And people kept telling me about this. They're like, how disrespectful is that to not make weight? And then also to pop open a beer. And then all the antics that he had leading up to the event, because he's not only a good boxer, but he's also a social media star.
Yeah, this dude's straight up nuts, bro.
Right.
Straight up nuts.
And Haney, after the news came out that he tested positive for PEDs, a performance enhancement drug, basically said, hey, look, man, you could hurt me in there because people die in the ring. Dude, I've seen somebody die in a boxing ring before. I went to a fight in Las Vegas years ago, about 15 years ago, and someone died in the ring. It does happen. But Ryan Garcia basically did the Donald Trump playbook and said fake news. If you can turn to my screen here, I'm going to play this audio from
Let me go
from Ryan Garcia.
There you go.
Let me go ahead and get him going on this one.
I came on here to address this bull fucking shit claim that I cheated.
Lies.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I don't cheat. What can I say? Why didn't they come out with this before, the fight? If they found it before, why would they let me step into the ring as a cheater and then come out with the victory and then they post this, Again, these are people that are trying to attack me for whatever reason, but no weapon against me shall prosper. I never taken steroid. I don't even know where to get steroids at the end of the day. I barely, take supplements. They're saying it's coming from the ashwagandha. That's fucking retarded. So, at the end of the day, big lies. I beat his ass. Fuck out of here. Everybody go to Warwick tonight. It's lit.
And I was with this guy every single day. I never ever saw
Fuck the Haney. What's up, everybody?
Oh, man.
and first of all, I like the hype girl in the back. Okay,
Yeah.
Whoever she was, nugget. Okay,
Yeah.
but he didn't take it down like AB Quintanilla. He's sticking to this. He goes, I don't know where any of this came from. I don't know how to get steroids, but
it's not steroids. It's PEDs. It's performance enhancing drugs. Like a supplement kind of thing. But the thing with Ryan though, and people were making fun of him. They're like, how can you not believe him, dude? Look at the legit guy that he has in the back wearing the shades in the video. This guy's just full of it, man. You know what? He's eating that tainted donkey meat like Canelo did years ago. Failed 2 drug tests. Come on, bro.
So I'm looking at WebMD. He tested positive for something called Osterine. And according to WebMD, it says Osterine is a type of drug that is not approved by the FDA and sometimes found in supplements. It attaches proteins to the body known as receptors. They bind to these receptors, and it tells the muscles to grow.
So no wonder he was 3 pounds over.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, man, shout out to a boy, man, Christopher Leja, dude. Look what he did.
Big time.
Big time, bro. Look at that. You know what? I got to share this to a different screen, man. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and share it over here instead. So we can give him a little something extra here for doing that, dude. He's making it rain today.
$50.
$50.
$50.
And look what he says. There's some for the new equipment. Joe G. USOA has your back, bro. Jimenez, you still ain't in it.
But my dog is.
Duncan
is.
No, man. Thanks, Chris.
Hey, man,
appreciate
it, dude. Appreciate it. Again, it is a performance enhancement drug. And if it's found in supplements, here's the thing, man. Ryan Garcia isn't like just a fighter who goes out there and just does his own thing. He's got trainers, right, who are professionals at what they do. He's got a medical crew and all that stuff. They know what they're putting in his body. They know that's their job. That is their job. Sith with a $5 super chat.
Yo, he making it rain.
Making it rain
every time
today.
somebody sends a super chat,
We're
we're
gonna
gonna
make it rain, dude. I feel like a stripper on the pole right now. It says for Mike to buy a new pack of pens and a journal. Hashtag not USOA. I'll make it one day. It'll be like the Jeremy Sohan apology form. It'll be the Michael Jimenez apology form as to why he was not allowed in USOA.
Mark Halpin watching this from YouTube. He says, "You can never have enough, Micah." Come on, man. Micah Parsons is funny, dude. I like him, man.
But we also talked about Devin Haney, who got his ass handed to him by Ryan Garcia, the cheater. And he basically says, "Hey, man, you know this. What do you expect from Ryan Garcia?" Ryan Garcia, by the way, I made the joke on Twitter. Did he test positive for cocaine? Because of the way that he acts, man. He just acts like he's amped up all the time. He takes it to 11 all the time.
It's like he's got a little bit of Oscar De La Hoya in him, man. The Oscar was on one too, man.
Yeah, well, let's talk about that. Bring us up to speed on the Oscar De La Hoya Canelo dust up.
Man, dude, this is hilarious, bro. Well, it's getting personal now, you know, because they're coming out and they're promoting the fight and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you had yesterday, Mike, our good boy over here, man, Fernandez, sharing this on the X here. I'll go ahead and show this for the crew here. Let me put this in here. So they're having their not the weigh-in, but it's like a press conference, you know, promoting the fight and whatnot. You can hear Canelo calling De La Hoya crook. He's telling them that he's stealing money from fighters, and you know he's a crook. And I hope you paid Munhia, you know. And he's like, did he pay you ahead of time? He goes, que bueno, you know, like good for you, because if not, he won't pay you. He'll rob you, you know. And then the funny thing is, he's basically bad-mouthing De La Hoya. So De La Hoya comes back up. Now it's my turn. You know, I'm going to outdo you, you know. So Canelo was bad-mouthing Golden Boy Promotion, saying Oscar's a crook, right?
Jaime was 21.
So this is
the company you fought under for decades has always had one name, and it's mine. So put some fucking respect on it. Remember when Jaime was 21 years old, volunteered to step in against Triple G, and Canelo failed 2 drug tests? Though Jaime wasn't allowed to fulfill his dream, 2018, on Saturday night, he will do just that. Fulfill his dream and be world champion.
Tienen que escribirle lo que tiene que decir este pinche maricón, cabrón.
Man, believe me, man, Oscar don't want none of that smoke, bro. He is in no shape to be fighting Canelo, bro. Canelo would have laid his ass out.
Oh, my God. You know, it's funny because I think that 90% of these, you know, pre-fight dust-ups, these pre-fight, you know, shenanigans that goes on. I don't know what phrase I'm looking for. Shenanigans was a terrible word for it. But whatever.
It's all hype, bro.
Yeah, it's all hype. But Canelo and De La Hoya going at each other, dude, there was some venom in there, dude. I hadn't seen anger like that since AB didn't get cheers over at Tejano Explosion.
Oh, God, man.
Because do you think Canelo wants to be brought up that he failed tests?
No, he's like, why do you got to bring up bullshit?
Yeah. Do you think De La Hoya wants to hear that he steals money? Allegedly.
Did you hear what he was saying, though, when Oscar's saying that? He's kind of side-eyeing him, and Canelo's like, ¿Qué me estás diciendo? ¿Qué me estás diciendo? You know, he's getting mad. Like, what are you saying? What are you saying? Yeah. You're not understanding what I was saying.
They're fighting through interpreters.
The funny thing is trying to watch, like, what people are trying to interpret. This is what Canelo's saying to Oscar. It's like, if you're not Mexicano and you don't understand Spanish, it ain't the same in English, bro.
Yeah.
It's funny, man.
It's not. It doesn't translate as well.
No.
You know, that is hysterical.
I'm surprised Canelo didn't come out and say, remember when you came out in this women's underwear, Oscar?
Dude.
All coked up?
The things that guys will do for a hot chick, because apparently he did that for a hot girl, right? That was that hot girl. That was kind of their, that was their thing.
Oscar did that willingly, bro.
That was their kink. That was their kink.
That's his thing, though, man. Oscar's a little freaky, bro.
Well, I know.
Yeah,
It was
a
the
little
freak.
freaky.
It was the freakiness. It was the kink. It was Demon Oscar.
Who says that he don't do that? He just doesn't have He's not stupid enough to take pictures.
Dude, for that girl, man, I'd dress up.
You know? Oscar, man, he's something else, dude.
Chris Layhouse reaches out and says, Canelo wants to pipe Oscar. Jesus.
They should let them go at it, dude. That'd be funny, man.
Yeah.
Oscar don't want none of that smoke, bro. He's just standing there confident because he knows they're pulling back Canelo, you know?
What does this mean? Oscar's a Pop-Tart. He's sweet in the middle.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Sith.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, man.
Jonathan C. reaches out and says, he went from golden boy to golden shower boy.
Wow.
The demons are here. Nice.
They're in full effect in the chat, bro. Damn.
That is brutal. That is brutal. But that's the fun part of it all. Big fight this weekend. I'll be back in town for that. So my flight back in to San Antonio, I'm going to miss the Kentucky Derby. That's going to hurt my
That's
feelings.
one thing you thought about going to see, man.
I was thinking about going to go do that. Going to Tennessee in June for a weekend as
You
well.
gonna go see Elvis's grave? You gonna stop by Graceland?
Oh, dude, I did that last year, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, drove my daughter to Virginia. Dude, I just want to go out and about, dude. I'm just, I have no attachments anymore.
I heard Tennessee has a good music scene too, man.
God, it's so great, dude.
You know?
Broadway Street on Nashville.
Barbecue, all that kind of
Barbecue,
stuff. Come on.
the music, and it's also the Bachelorette capital
Oh yeah,
of the
dude.
country.
Hey,
It's no longer Vegas.
there are a
it's
lot of beautiful
Nashville.
women in Tennessee, bro.
It's all about the denim skirts and the boots.
The denim skirts and the boots gets Mike's blood boiling.
Dude, I sent a clip of that, which I haven't posted. I didn't post the Demon Mike clip onto the in case you missed it type of thing on Twitter.
We're gonna have to have that little emoji, the demon emoji.
But I sent it to Rudy J.
Oh,
and
no,
he started
man.
laughing at it. He texted me this morning that he enjoyed it. So very, very cool. NBA playoffs keep going tonight. You've got the Bucks and Pacers. Game 6 of that series. Indiana trying to close it out. Again, no Giannis. I don't believe Dame Lillard's playing either.
Yeah, not playing.
You also have the Knicks going into Philadelphia to take on the Sixers. The Knicks could have closed it out in Game 5 at Madison Square Garden. The 76ers went out there, won a very, very, very close game over there.
In OT.
Jalen Brunson went off, but then so did Tyrese Maxey. That's the big games for tonight.
Oh, and we have a story that goes along with that. I'm
What's
going to
up?
go ahead and share this. I'm going to put it on the screen right now. Look at what the 76ers owner is doing to cool the Knicks fans from coming in and making it a home game.
That's a very good thing.
76ers owners are buying over 2,000 Game 6 tickets to block Knicks fans.
Dude,
Congratulations. Y'all finally doing something, man.
The Knicks fans took over that arena. Now,
Oh, they did,
It
bro.
is not a very far travel going from Philadelphia to New York City or back
No.
and forth. It's probably San Antonio to Houston.
About an hour and a half, you know?
Yeah, it's very close.
Yeah.
And the number of Knicks fans that were there was outnumbered in many ways the Philly fans. And the Philly fans are really rabid fans, but this is secondary market. This is the StubHubs of the world. This is the SeatGeeks and all of that stuff. Ticketmaster, secondhand sales of tickets. To do this was probably the right thing. I'm not normally a fan of that, but I get it. The Clippers are now doing that with their new arena that they're putting together, where they're going to have certain sections where no visiting jerseys are allowed.
That's not a bad thing.
And they're going to have certain jerseys out there. I don't know if they have sensors or what, but if you're not in your seat 80% of the game, you're out.
Oh, wow. They ain't playing around.
Yeah, certain parts. We see that here with the Frost Bank Center. We watch the game on Bally Sports, and it's like, where are the people in the first 3 or 4 rows? They're not there. Or they show up in the mid-second quarter.
Yeah, anytime you have the Warriors come a-call into town or the Lakers, what happens? The San Antonio Spurs fans, they go into the bushes just like that Simpsons meme.
Oh, because we sell those
and
tickets.
They come back up. They come back out, and they're wearing their Warriors jerseys or they're wearing their Lakers jerseys. And those same fans, I've seen them.
Yeah.
The next game, they got their Spurs jerseys on. But you know what the funny thing is? That these Warrior fans and these Laker fans that invade the Frost Center, they always want to catch that free T-shirt. You know what?
I know. No. That's
all
for,
the time.
That's for Spurs fans.
You know what? If I caught one of those damn shirts, I'd throw it back and say, do better. I don't want it.
By the way, The Boston Celtics advanced in to the second round yesterday. What a thumping that was yesterday. It was a brutal game. Both of those games were brutal. Beat the Heat 118-84. The Mavericks moved on as well.
And
actually won Game 5, 123-93. Luka was sick.
He was sick. He was flexing, dude. He was starting to feel himself, even with his bum knee and all.
Bum knee.
Yeah.
Sick bum knee. Goes out 35 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds. The Mavericks, to go into L.A. in a very, very pivotal Game 5, to win by 30, running away with this game was amazing.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic is something else, man.
The series is over, man.
Luka has the highest IQ of any basketball player in the NBA.
Oh, he's a smart player,
The highest
man.
IQ. The Celtics, though, got 25 points last night from Derek White. And I saw some things about Derek White online yesterday that kind of hurt my feelings because I'm a Spurs fan. It said that the Derek White trade to the Spurs was the most lopsided trade in recent history in the NBA. Now, at the time, I was of the belief that the Spurs should trade Derek White to get something for him because I didn't think Derek White would stay. Also, I didn't realize the Spurs were going to get rid of DeJounte because Derek White and DeJounte Murray, if you go back in time, they did not work well together.
No, they did not. Different playing styles, and DeJounte needs the ball more than Derek, and Derek is more a facilitator and picks his time to shoot. You know? Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I was like, okay, well, if we're going to let's get rid of Derek White because we're going to keep DeJounte. And then they were both gone.
You're making that meme, you're like, we should have kept Derek.
So who did the Spurs get?
Who did they get?
The Spurs got Josh Richardson.
Who?
Romeo Langford, who barely sniffed the court. The Spurs got a first-round draft pick that turned into Blake Wesley.
We don't know if that's going to pan out or not,
And the Spurs got a swap in 2028. Is that the most lopsided trade in recent history? Because we see what Derek White's been able to do. Going to make one of the all-NBA defensive teams this year. Yeah. Derek White has blossomed into a very, very, very good player.
But he has a better cast of characters around him, better talent. And he's playing in the East, which, in all intents and purposes, is easier, the easier conference.
Right.
The West is stacked and it has a lot of superstars. The Eastern Conference, it's great, but it's just not as, let's say, superstar heavy as the Western Conference is. But if Derek would have stayed with San Antonio, I don't think he would have still been that same caliber of player that he is now, only because
he's playing with better people.
He's playing with better cast.
Derek White this season averaged over 15 points per game. He shot 46% from the field, nearly 40% from three, 39.6%, was a 90% free throw shooter, averaged 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Dude, as a guard, averaged over a block a game and a steal per game. Derek White, we talked about high basketball IQs. He's not going to be the talent of Luka Doncic, but for what he does, he's so good. And the Spurs drafted him and gave him away for Romeo Langford.
Yeah.
Blake Wesley.
Yeah.
A bag of dirt is basically
Look at what David Outwater says. Derek White is a free agent. This is true. He is a free agent, but they got to make the numbers work, And this is a true statement here by JHNSB watching us on YouTube. Spurs are just a farm for the rest of the NBA to take advantage of sometimes, And the thing is that there's some truth to that because it seems like the Spurs are like the G League in a way where they go ahead and they get players. They come in here and what do? They develop them a little bit. They develop them. And then what happens? They either wind up leaving in free agency because the Spurs don't want to pay or they get traded for picks.
Now, Derek White actually has one more year in his deal. He's going to make $18 million this year, $19.5 rather, when it comes to it all, because he has a little bit of an incentive as well. So he's going to be a free agent at the age of 31 at the end of next season. Dude, I was talking about Derek White and how good he's been playing. Could it be it's because of his haircut? Great stat last night that was dropped by StatMuse after the game. Derek White, if you've been watching the games recently, is now bald. He's shaved his head.
Yeah, completely.
Now, with hair, Derek White in the playoffs this year is averaging 10.9 points per game. Bald, he's averaging 22.4. More than double, okay? When it comes to three-point shooting, 39% with hair, 48% bald.
Wow.
Goes from 39 to 48. He's also going from 1.5 three-pointers made to over 4 bald. I don't know, man. There's something to be said about that. Remember the beard of James Harden back in the day?
That dirty-ass beard.
He played differently with and without it. Dude, he has a baby face without the beard.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's why he lets the beard grow.
Yeah. JHNSB reaches out and says, well, maybe our coaching does suck after all. That was a bad trade, though. And at the time, it felt like the Spurs got value out of it, right? But that Blake Wesley trade, that Blake Wesley pick just got lower and lower and lower. The Spurs got him at number 25, if I'm not mistaken. That's why not all first-round draft picks mean anything.
Yeah,
they don't.
You can get people later into the first or even into the second, you know?
Yeah.
Manu, look at Manu. Tony.
Yeah.
How far did they fall before the Spurs?
Derek White was, what, number 29 or 30? So found that to be interesting. Other things that I found interesting right now is in the NFL, because everyone's talking about the NFL draft. And Micah Parsons, man, he, as my friends like to say, showed teeth. He got pissed. He got pissed because the Eagles got the top 2 cornerbacks in the draft, and they didn't have to trade up for them. They were just there at 22 and they're at 40. They got their guys, and Micah Parsons was a little bit pissed. But how do we know that Micah Parsons is pissed? Is because when the dude is not in the gym, when the dude is not wearing pads or on the field, he's in front of a microphone. No different than me and Joe. No. He loves doing podcasts. And if he's not doing his own podcast, he's doing someone else's podcast. And if he's not doing someone else's podcast, he's on ESPN Radio. He's on FS1, or he's with Skip Bayless, or he's with Shay Shay. He's doing something. He loves
to talk, dude. Yeah.
And he loves being part of the talk. But the funny thing is that over the past week or so, he's been sharing the mic with C.J. Stroud, star quarterback of the Houston Texans. And it's funny what's been going on back and forth. So I do have some sound over here. If you can show my screen over here.
Yeah, let me get that.
I do have some sound of C.J. Stroud talking with Micah Parsons on House of Highlights. And they asked the question, how many points would you score in an NBA game? Now, keep in mind, Micah Parsons did play in the Celebrity All-Star game at the NBA All-Star Weekend. This is what Micah Parsons had to say, and this is what C.J. Stroud's reaction to it all was.
How much would each you guys score in an NBA game?
I'm averaging 20. I would say I would be lucky to hit a 3 or 2. I'm realistic.
He calls himself a shooter?
He's a cowboy. He's a cowboy. He's naturally doing it.
Rank these.
Okay, so again, Micah Parsons saying, if I played an NBA game, I'd get 20.
20. Oh, man.
And C.J. Stroud's like, I'd be lucky to get a bucket. C.J. Stroud, by the way, was being made fun of the other day when he was throwing out a first pitch at a baseball game.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know how to throw a baseball. You're a quarterback who could chunk the ball 60 yards downfield.
It's different, man.
But a baseball, he was throwing it like a third grader.
Yeah.
He was short arming it.
He's not used to it, man.
That is so funny. Dude.
Hey, man, we got our boy here in the chat, man. Let's go ahead and give him some love. Look at that. Tex-Mex Frank, man.
Oh, that's right. You got the Texican hat on.
Yeah, right there. I got the Texican hat on. You look it. If you want to go ahead and get your Texican hat, because I heard everybody likes these hats, man. You can go ahead and give a shout out to my boy Tex-Mex Frank. Hit him up, and he'll go ahead and get you the next round of Texican hats because it looks like he's selling them, man. They're flying off the shelves right now. So go hit up my boy Tex-Mex Frank. Give him some love, man.
I want to get some more sound, and this is not this is not from yesterday or anything like that. This is from earlier this week. This is C.J. Stroud and Micah Parsons talking about creating their own super team.
Since you're an offensive guy, give me your best 11. I'm going to pick my best defense.
Sounds good to me. Of all time?
Let's do right now, and then we'll do all time later. Let's do right now.
I like this show. What are we in, 1st and 10?
Game on the line.
4-1.
No, 4th and 5. Balls on the 20-yard line. You let me pick the scenario.
But be reasonable. Like, what are we talking about?
4th and 5 is very reasonable.
It is reasonable, but like, meet me halfway. 4th and 3.
4th and 3.
Let's do it. I'm gonna name my players and what I'm doing. Devontae Adams at X, Tank Dell at my slide, my F, LT at left tackle, my guy from the Ravens, 70 at left guard. I got Humphrey at 53, Quinn Nelson at right guard, Lane Johnson at right tackle. I got Jahmyr Gibbs at my running back. I got myself as quarterback, Travis Kelce as my tight end, and I have Jamar Chase as my Z. You like that?
It's not enough, but it's cool.
Okay. We're going to call this play double right, Y counter, then F across, cross, 3-jet. We're going to go Z dagger pylon, Y choice, X signal. This is just a made up play, by the way. We don't run this defenses.
I got Sauce Gardner.
Garden, Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's go.
Pat Surtain in the slot. I have Trayvon Diggs on my outside, and I got Jalen Ramsey at my nickel.
What are you in dime?
Yeah. I got Derwin James as my safety.
I like that.
I got Fred Warner and Roquan Smith as a linebacker.
Oh my. You gonna put 2 mics? Come on, bro. What are we doing?
You right. You so right. We're in dime.
Oh my gosh, I gave him a good idea. Everybody you've said, no disrespect to those great defensive backs, they're all great, but they can't guard my guys. Not on this play.
All right, I'm gonna swap him out for Kyle Hamilton, so I got some range. In my front, we got Myles Garrett, Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, and Micah Parsons.
I think we match up pretty well.
We are gonna toast you.
What coverage are you running? Please run man-to-man.
It was man-to-man.
Oh, yes.
With inside pressure. So that ball has to come out.
It does not.
You're sending everyone out.
Please, no, bro, Jameer's in. What are we talking about? I need him to just give me a second.
We still have 6.
That's fine. I'm going to get it out. And we have 6 blocking. What are you talking about?
Those are deep concepts.
This is a deep concept. This is a signal. If I see the
Sauce is
pressure, I'm
gonna
going to
sit
go
on
just
that.
like this.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that. You didn't say alert.
It's just,
You
I said
did.
X signal.
Alert wasn't in the call. What's that going to happen? Slant? Sauce going to be on that. Okay. Incomplete. Game over.
Play the clip.
Game over. I loved all of this. And by the way, that was on Micah Parsons' podcast, The Edge. Bleacher Report also retweeted it as well. I found that to be fascinating, dude. And they have a very, very good rapport with each other. People are coming out saying, dude, this is kind of like a football version maybe of Barkley and Kenny Smith.
Or Club Shay Shay,
because
you know?
Dude, Manning Cast does nothing for me.
A lot of people complain about it, dude.
Dude, it does absolutely nothing for me.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I'm just not. And by the way, we were talking about this yesterday, dude. We were talking about Charles Barkley and Kenny Smith, Ernie Johnson, all that stuff. That might be going away. That might be going away because NBC Sports is making a bid for the basketball games that are on TNT. And if they get it, there's no more Ernie.
Well, they will still be a part of the show, but they're going to jump ship from TNT, and now they're going to be featured on the NBA on TNT, the NBA on NBC, should I say, going from TNT to NBC. So their show will still be there. It's just they're not going to be featured on TNT anymore. They'll be on NBC. And the thing is, if the Peacock network does this, right, they're probably going to wind up upcharging because they're going to have to go ahead and hand that expense off to the viewer, you know? So I'm thinking that prices will either go up or they'll do the same thing like HBO Max is going to do with the Bleacher Report deal. And they're going to go ahead and charge an extra $10 a month if you want to continue to watch sports. Something like that.
So we've been talking a lot about the Houston area right there. You know, Kenny Smith, talking about the Houston Texans with CJ Stroud. Big news that came out yesterday involving the Houston Cougars. Okay.
Do you have the pictures?
I'm looking it up right now. I have one right here.
All right, let me go ahead and put it on.
Let me see if I can full screen this right here. But the Houston Cougars.
For those that don't know, this is a college team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Houston Cougars paid honor to the Houston Oilers, I guess you can say, the other day or last year. And they've done this before where they wear a powder blue type of color very similar to that of what the Houston Oilers used to wear back in the day. And as you recall, the Oilers are no longer there in Houston. They made their way over to Tennessee, became the Tennessee Titans. Now, even though the Houston Oilers don't exist anymore, the Houston Texans, I'm sorry, not the Houston Texans, the Tennessee Titans, rather, still have the copyright to the powder blue uniforms. And they got pissed off that the Houston Cougars were doing this with the football team. Now, the Cougars didn't do this the entire season. This was the opening game, which, by the way, was played against the UTSA Roadrunners, by the way.
Yeah.
The Cougars are coming out saying, hey, this is our alternate jersey. This is the colors of the city. The city remembers these colors, and we're going to go ahead and just run with it. Tennessee Titans and the NFL sent a cease and desist letter to the Houston Cougars, the University of Houston. The University of Houston's response was, bite me, for the most part.
Yeah.
And the response was, not only are we going to keep running with these jerseys, our basketball team is going to wear a similar version. So is our baseball team. You do not own these colors. These colors came from the city of Houston. And, oh, by the way, you guys are this certain type of blue, the Love Ya blue.
We're different.
We're a little different.
Hey.
We're one shade different.
You know what you can get away with these copyright laws? As long as your logo is 10% different.
Yeah.
They can't touch you.
And the difference is it doesn't say Oilers on it. It doesn't say it says Houston.
Nothing.
It says Houston.
There's not even the font is different.
The font is different, and then the oil derrick is not there.
Yeah.
It says Houston on top. So they took away the oil derrick. They did a slightly different shade of blue.
Ain't nothing they can do, man.
And they changed the font.
They can take them to court all they want to, but the judge will go ahead and say, this case is dismissed. There's no merit, because there's no logoing that they're copying. There's no font that they're copying. Not even the color is the same. It's more than 10% different, so they can't touch them. No me pasa nada.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
So again, Yahoo Sports, their article says the University of Houston is not scared of the NFL, even though the NFL threatened legal action if they keep the school's, quote, Love Ya blue uniform in rotation. UH is going through it with it anyway. And again, the basketball team will have it. The baseball team will have it. It's not just the football team. They're all going to have them.
Look at what Chris Leja says. NFL and the Titans are hoes. Go cry to your mama.
Oh, that is such a great story. Way to go, Houston Cougars, man.
Yeah, stick to your guns, man. They can't touch you. They can't touch you.
What are you going to do? Like, how do you copyright a color?
You can't copyright it.
And geographically do it.
You can't do that, man. It's just like with LeBron James trying to copyright Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
Ain't going to happen. Hey, we do have some breaking news, though.
What's
I wanted
going
to
on?
share. I just saw this on the X just a little while ago here. It's being reported by NBA Central. It says the Lakers are expected to terminate their head coach, Darvin Ham, by the end of the week. He done.
Well, when LeBron James is jumping up and down like a 4-year-old child, having a fit on the sidelines over there because Darvin Ham didn't either call the play that he wanted, didn't challenge certain calls and things like that, you knew that Darvin Ham was going to be gone. The GM, the de facto GM of the Lakers is LeBron James.
Yeah. Well, Jenny Buss has a lot to say, too. Or Jeannie Buss, should I say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's her team.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, what does it tell you, Mike? That if you have it's not even a losing season. He didn't meet expectations, then the Lakers have high expectations. You have to win in order to, retain your job. That's something that a lot of coaches have to do in the NBA. And you say everybody but Coach Pop.
Did you see, speaking of Darvin Ham, did you see the theory that was put forward by former NBA player Rashad McCants? He was on Gilbert Arenas' podcast a couple of days ago. And his belief as to who the next head coach of the LA Lakers is going to be, he believes it's going to be J.J. Redick, who has no coaching experience.
I mean,
the theory is LeBron likes him, LeBron respects him, and that quote-unquote LeBron has been coaching or grooming him to be his next head coach.
That's just nothing more than you just being a puppet,
I like J.J. Redick, dude.
He's a puppet, bro. If you take that job, you're a damn puppet. Disgraceful.
Yeah.
Shameful.
Yeah, Basketball Forever just put together this, what it would look like, LeBron James with J.J. Redick.
You know what? If he does become their head coach and you know what the hell he's doing, how long do you think he's going to last? He wouldn't even make it halfway through the season.
J.J. seems to be a very smart player.
He's a player, but is he going to translate to a coach?
He has great takes, and I think he also has a vote for like the NBA awards. And if I'm not mistaken, he voted Victor Wembanyama for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, I mean, but what coaching experience does he have?
Well, I mean, you need to get experience at some point,
But not your experience is going to be being a head coach of a team.
It doesn't mean every head coach. I mean, what did Steve Nash have? What did Jason Kidd have?
Exactly. Steve Nash, is he coaching in the league right now?
Chauncey Billups.
He's gone.
But they had some success, some relative success. They're not going to go off and win rings. I mean, who would have thought? I mean, Ime Udoka was was an assistant coach for a while. But the fact of the matter is that, JJ has a pretty decent mind. I saw a TikTok of JJ Redick this morning, oddly enough, where he was being made fun of on a podcast because they were saying that I forgot what former NBA player was roasting him, saying, "Did you realize that you scored your career high in points of 40 on MLK Jr. Day?" And they gave him crap about that.
Jeez,
and they were like, on that day, and they said that, quote unquote, he was not the whitest of white guys.
God,
I think that means he has the cookout pass.
Yeah.
What's the Mexican version of the cookout pass?
I don't know, man.
Is it like a Tejano pass?
Guess it's the Tejano pass. I mean, because I know you're gonna get the Tejano pass all the time. You don't like that music. They play that bump, you're going the other way.
Bum, 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 bum,
You're like,
dun,
no, I'm
bum.
out of here, man. I'm gone.
I just tune it out, man. But you know what's so funny? There's some girls who look good when they dance to Tejano music. So
The tortas?
No, dude.
You want a torta?
No, thank you. I'm not losing weight to get a biggin.
Biggin. It's always the skinny guys that like them big girls, man. You never notice that?
What was that? What was biggins from? That was from Married with Children,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, biggins and the no ma'ams. The no ma'ams. Man, that would not fly in today's world, dude.
So Mike, Midtown Texas comes out and says Mike needs to trademark the phrase, "The fact of the matter is," and that is actually a shirt that was made by Bear County Social Apparel.
Which one?
Was when I would say, "The fact of the matter is."
Oh God.
It was my what's it called? It was just a tick that I had. When I was going for my 3.5 mile walk this morning, I wasn't watching like TikToks or listening to music. I'll sometimes listen to podcasts. A couple of things that I was watching. I was watching these videos of reactions from the 2023 NBA lottery. When the Spurs won, and you see all these pissed off Rocket fans and Trailblazer fans and Pistons fans.
Great. Loved it.
Dude, it was just to relive it all. And then what I did was I went onto YouTube, and because I was there at the Rue Pubs celebrating with San Antonio Sports Star when I had my show over there, and I went back and listened to the first 30 minutes of that show because it's still on YouTube.
Yeah.
And it was so cool to relive it and to relive it. So now I'm thinking to myself, and I mentioned this yesterday, do I buy a new shirt?
No.
Do I go to the Rue Pub and sit at the same table?
Same table, same shirt.
Stand at the same place?
I'll go with you, but same shirt, same table, and we have to have Pledger there.
Pledger will already be there.
Yeah. Pledger's my guy, man. I'm gonna buy him drinks.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah,
I love
I'm
Pledger.
off that day. I'll go with you, man.
Pledger's my guy, dude.
Yeah.
Pledger's my guy. I'm looking for the video. Go to my screen real fast.
Yeah. Everybody's tabs taken care of.
Okay, we're going to play this again some more next week, dude, because the NBA draft lottery is not this weekend. It's the following weekend. But that was me at the Rue Pub losing my mind last May, when the Spurs won the NBA draft lottery. That was fantastic. Maybe we should have a Alamo City Sportscast viewing party.
Yeah, look at what Midtown Texas is. Draft lottery party. So that means that we got to work on getting a sponsor so we can go ahead and have a party at the sponsor's place.
Interesting.
Yeah, because that's one of the things that we've talked about, So we'll have a little discussion about that during lunch.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like how our show is it develops. I mean, we map out maybe 15-20% while the music's
Don't be lying. We don't do a goddamn thing. We come in, Mike's like, I got nothing. And we're both searching the X at the same time. Oh, crap. Let's see what we can find.
Dude, something will always pop up.
That's
dude.
my favorite, though, when I open up the door.
Yeah.
Dude, I got nothing.
Let's give some love to Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs and Ken's 5.
Locked On Spurs is your daily Spurs podcast, hosted by Jeff Garcia, the lead Spurs writer for Ken's 5 San Antonio. Jeff has a healthy plethora of guests all the time on the Locked On Spurs podcast. You can also follow Jeff on Threads at Jeff G Ken's 5 SA. You can also follow Jeff on Twitter at Jeff G Spurs Zone. So make sure you go ahead and give Jeff a follow not only on Threads and Twitter, but also on YouTube at youtube.com/@Locked On Spurs. This is where you're going to be able to find the replay of the Locked On Spurs podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share.
Again, follow at Jeff G Spurs Zone on Twitter and on Threads. I follow Locked On Spurs on Spotify and on YouTube as well. And I'm taking a look right now. He has Rudy Campos Jr. today as his guest on Locked On Spurs, and they're going to be talking about Magic Johnson's prediction that the Spurs are playoff bound next year. So again, follow Locked On Spurs.
Froze.
I watch it on YouTube. That's how I watch it. He has an article, Jeff Garcia, on Ken's 5 about LeBron James and the next team that he's going to play for, because you could bet on anything these days. And he's quoting Bovada Sportsbook, and it lists 12 teams that LeBron James could theoretically play for, and you could place bets on. So
I think we lost the stream.
We lost the stream?
Yeah, for some reason the computer locked up. We are back.
Take over for a minute.
All right, we're back. We're back. I don't know what happened here, but I think we had a glitch in the system somewhere. But we're good now. Mike's taking a quick call for business, so he'll be back here. But one of the things that I want to talk to you all about, if y'all can still hear us, let me know if y'all can still hear us, if y'all are still with us. Hey, yeah, well, yeah, man, I'm surprised that the stream actually picked us back up here. Flux capacitor has to reset. Or did the cops knock on the door again? No, the cops didn't knock on the door this time.
That's funny.
Yeah. They said they got us now, so they can all hear us. So we're back now.
We're back. Okay,
we're back.
We were talking about Jeff Garcia, LeBron James, the betting that
do you
he
have
can
it
do it.
On screen?
You can go to Kens5.com to check it out. We got to give Jeff G some clicks, baby. Go on to Kens5.com. Check out Jeff Garcia's article about it. But they list 10 teams that you could bet on for LeBron James's next team. Spurs are one of the 10.
Nice.
Spurs are one of the 10.
Hey, you know what we do have?
What's up?
We got an Edgar sighting, dude.
Tell me.
I'm going to go ahead and show the video, man. This is hilarious, dude. I saw it on the X just the other day. And I'm going to show it to everybody right now. So here we go.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Edgar swimming in SA Riverwalk.
Bro, they got this dude swimming in the freaking San Antonio River, a damn Edgar, bro.
How dirty do you think that river is, man?
Oh, man, this dude's he's probably in the emergency room somewhere. I mean, you're swimming in that dirty-ass water, bro. Like, that's all sorts of bacteria and nasties in there.
Yeah. No, it is brutally bad there. But, dude, Edgars are getting a bad name, and they should get a bad name, okay? Because they're doing crazy crap around town. And also, it's just a bad look, dude. Okay, I'm going to say this right now, dude. If your kid is getting an Edgar cut, you're not doing so well as a parent, okay? You tell them to cut that crap out and get a real person's cut. Mario Cavas is asking if I want to take a dump. I didn't realize how fast this was going to be brought up. I thought to myself it would take like 5 minutes to get a show back on, but everything popped back up.
Yeah, man. That's the way I do things here, bro.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll just take a phone call. Let's get that entertainment bump going.
You want to get the entertainment bump?
Yeah.
We'll get that one going for you for sure, man.
One of my favorite entertainment stories of the day involves one of my crushes from the 90s, okay? My number one seed 93, 94, 95, 96, and 97 was Mariah Carey. She was my celebrity crush number one early to mid-90s. And there's video of her and photos of her on TMZ right now where she's on a roller coaster with her kids. But after the roller coaster, an assistant runs over and brushes her hair.
Why not, dude?
She can't brush her own hair.
Hey, man, that's why she pays her people, bro.
Yeah.
Doing their job.
Can you imagine going to Universal Studios in Orlando and bumping into MC Mariah Carey?
Nah, there's no way that you'd bump into her. Her people will be like, get away.
Are you saying that she's not in line with everybody else?
No, come on,
Do you think
man.
that when that whole thing went up, the whole roller coaster went up, that they were the only three
Oh,
on there?
yeah, no doubt.
No, they had to be with people, man.
No way.
They gave them the first two
No
rows.
way.
They had to have given them the first
No
two
way they're with anybody else.
I want to see video of this.
No way.
There's no way in the world that should have happened, man.
Bro, it's just her and her people, man. Her entourage, they're on this damn thing, I swear to you. they do not let them on with the peasants. Come on.
Yeah.
She don't stand in no line, dude. She's MVP. She goes through the line and she just gets on the ride and they stop everybody. Hold on. I know you're next, but we got a celebrity coming through.
She comes in because I sang Vision of Love back in 1990. Remember me? Heartbreaker? Get me in. Get me in. But I mean, how much does this guy get paid to follow her around Universal Studios to comb her hair?
Man, easily 6 figures plus, bro. You want to do that?
I wonder if he gets perks. You know what I'm saying?
Mike, you'd be creepy, dude. You're going to comb her hair, and then afterwards you take the brush and be on. Oh, man. I know it, dude.
That is brutal. I can't believe her ex is Nick Cannon.
Bro, that dude. Everybody's ex is Nick Cannon. This dude's got like kids littered all over the place, man.
That is funny, man. That is funny. But no, Mariah Carey was my girl. Who was your celebrity crush back in 1990 in high school? Because you're about a year older than me or so.
Yeah.
So you went to high school around the same time as me. Was Mariah Carey on your radar?
Mariah Carey was on the radar. She's cute for sure, bro. But I had a little thing, man, for that girl from In Vogue, man.
Oh, dude.
That singer, dude.
Cindy Herron.
Yeah.
Oh,
bro.
you know what?
Yeah.
I want to make sure that it's Cindy Herron that you're talking about here. Let me see here.
She had the model looks, bro. She looked like she looked
well,
good.
first of all 4 of them.
Yeah, but that was the one. That was superstar, bro.
Dude, the fact that I remember Cindy Herron's name shows that you and I were on the same wavelength when it comes to, dude, it's still like a nugget.
She's still hot, bro.
She's still a nugget.
She hot at this age. She hot forever, man.
Dude, Cindy Herron. I'm gonna look up 90s photos of her real fast.
She cute, man.
Oh, this album cover?
Yeah, man.
Dude, free your mind and the rest will follow, baby. Oh my God, I remember this photo.
I don't know who the rest of them were, but I know who she was.
They were all fine, dude.
Yeah,
that was a classic case of I'll take whichever one you don't want.
You know who else, man? Chili, man, from TLC.
Chili from TLC, dude. She got the curly hair.
Yeah, she should have had her name like Calientita or something like that, like that wrestler,
with a K. Which, by the way, her move at RCW Wrestling is to have somebody on the buckle, and they're like laying down, and they're like seated up, and then she runs and she rams her ass into their face. She does it every single time, and I think to myself, I'd be the fall guy for that. I'd be the stunt double for that.
Bro. You know what? You get that stink face from Rikishi instead, bro.
Dude, there's bets being placed on us right now because D'Lo says minus 500 odds. They mentioned Salma Hayek.
Hey, man, how can you?
I wasn't going to, man. I mean, that was that time frame, though, man.
Look at now now Chili is dating Matthew Lawrence. I saw that, man. I saw that.
Matthew Lawrence.
That's Joey Lawrence's brother, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Woe's
brother.
Yeah.
Woe's bro.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Let's show this too, man. This is funny, man. I saw this on the X, and this is Zeke preparing for
go left, right, up, left, right, up. Time.
Look what he does before that, man. This is hilarious. Look at him running, dude.
Good job, boy.
Look at Speed drill.
Yeah, eat time, baby. Let's go.
Look at him.
Go. Come on, baby. Eat, baby. Go. Back powder. Oh, shit.
Dude, that's hysterical, man. That is hysterical.
These guys, man, it's called the Cowboys Report on Insta, dude. This is hilarious, man.
That's funny, dude. You know, when are we going to see the whole eating thing? You know, because you know
Feed
that's
Zeke.
The feed Zeke thing.
No.
That's
no,
funny.
Not
dude.
anymore, man. Not feed Zeke.
Let me show you a TikTok of my own. Dude. I don't know if I've shown you the Chevy girls out of L.A.
Oh yeah, you show me them girls, bro.
Yeah, dude. But this is funny.
Nice right hand by Waters.
Have you checked us out online? We've got amazing deals. Nice.
Watch that one more time. I want to watch that.
That's a good edit, bro.
That is a great edit. I'm gonna do it one more time. Oh.
Nice right hand by Waters.
Have you checked us out online? We've got amazing deals. Nice.
So I saw one the other day. It was yesterday on Insta, man, and they have these UFC guys, and some guy he lands the knockout punch, and the guy's falling to the ground, and he turns to a bulldog and takes off running. Yeah, man.
So for some reason, I like these commercials. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know why you like those commercials.
It makes me want to
man.
buy a Chevy, dude. You know, one of the girls that's on here, the tall girl, there's 3 girls on here.
Oh, there you go, Mike.
Demon Mike, dude. I'll take whichever one you don't want. But the other girl that's going to come in, she's actually an interpreter for big name boxing people. Like
really?
The Spanish interpreters. And she's going to come in right now. Her name is Sofia Gutierrez. She's a journalist also over there in L.A. And I see her. She posts photos on Instagram of her being an interpreter for championship fights. Not bad.
Not bad at all. So she does this and then does the other job.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I'm trying to figure out what this Chevy dealership's doing because it's like a soap opera with a bunch of Chevy cars there in the middle of it all.
Hey, man.
This is great.
Whoever's doing their social media and their videos
It's
they're doing great
look
work.
at Thicky right there. This is Camino Real. They go by Camino Real Chevy, or you can just Instagram or TikTok the Chevy girls.
Oh, look at that. Mario Cavasso saying, Molly Ringwald was a Nugget back in the day, or nah? Yeah, she was. Molly Ringwald was a Nugget, dude, back in the day. She's cute.
She was. I want to show you. One other one. Real fast.
Look at Tim Gonzalez. You know, all the male viewers that we have right now are like, keep it going. Look at
just keep it.
Look at
just
Tim.
Keep it going. Oh, yeah, I like this when she's flirting with the. She's flirting with the car.
Oh Lord. Jeez, man.
Oh, this is my favorite one. Here, let me put this one up.
Look at Rudy Gonzalez. That short one is fire.
Let me put this one up.
1, 2, and 3.
This is her chiropractic for the car.
Okay, now relax for me. Sometimes they just don't know what they need. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. And ready. Okay, relax. Feeling better?
They're doing great work there, man.
They're doing the Lord's work, is what they do.
They got you watching. It's like Mike's like, follow.
The Chevy girls.
Hey, we should get an interview with one of them, dude.
Dude, that would be funny.
We need to reach out to them.
They actually had an LA Dodger player on there earlier this month in one of their TikToks.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's 3 of them. There's the short girl with the skirt. There's a tall Hispanic girl, and then there's the milfy one.
Somebody said here, I think it was Rudy Gonzalez. That short one is fire.
I mean, she's probably like 4'11" at the tallest,
Yeah.
right? This is the one that I saw that she has.
Oh, hey, Auntie.
Hey, Saul. Hey, Jazz.
Hi.
They're getting athletes out there.
Yeah, gotta support our boys' new team. Yep. Even though you're on with the Dodgers, you're always going to be a part of the Camino Rao family no matter where you go.
Oh, bring it in.
Now, go kick some butt.
You know I will.
How does he do that? Does that every time. we look way better in Dodger jerseys. Definitely. Now, let's get out of here. Get a hot dog, Gerald.
Again, it's like a soap opera. What it has anything to do with Chevy or that particular dealership, I don't know.
Yeah, nobody gives a damn.
But as the saying goes, I'm on season 5 of that, dude.
Damn.
I'm on season 5.
Chris Gonzalez, Jennifer Connelly, bro. She was so smoking hot back in the day. She's still cute now, but man, when she was younger, wow.
Yeah, wasn't she on Pearl Harbor?
Yeah, she was in Pearl Harbor with
Josh Hartnett
and Ben Affleck. Yeah.
Interesting.
But man, she was so smoking hot. There was a scene of her in this movie from the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
Where she's riding on top of this little horse that you put the quarter in. Wow. I didn't remember nothing about that movie, but just that scene.
D-Lo reaches out and says, the shorter they are, the meaner they are behind closed doors. Hey. But I love it.
This is true, man. There's always the short ones that are always the mean ones. Hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and give some love to MCS General Contracting before we call it a day.
Let's do it.
MCS General Contracting, more than 30 years of combined experience in concrete placement. They are the best in the business. Honest pricing, high quality work. They get going on house foundations, driveways, concrete patio decks. If you want to extend the deck, extend the driveway. If you're a business and you need to put together a slab, a parking lot, or other concrete placement services or sidewalks, reach out to MCS General Contracting at 210-774-9155. They're confident in their skills, so give Chris Leha over at MCS General Contracting a call at 210-774-9155. And thank you for being a sponsor of this show.
Diamond Hard Concrete, baby. They do a fantastic job. They did a job at my house a few weeks ago. Hey, by the way, we go back to my...
Where's them guys?
Is this Southtown?
Huh?
Brent? No.
This is Keldon Johnson.
You're the man.
In cowboy gear.
Yes.
He's trying to be a vaquero.
I would like it, but it's too ethnic.
Oh, come. No lies there. No lies there. You'd never wear that Mexican shirt, the cowboy hat.
You're the man.
You know, the roach killer boots, the ones that curl.
That's so funny.
I would like to see you in those boots that curl up, bro.
Dude, look at that photo. But Jeremy Sohan posted this on Insta. Just says, hashtag yeehaw, Keldon Johnson. I like our good friend Bushby, or formerly known as Bushby. She's now Zed's
dead. Yeah.
Saying that you can tell that Keldon is trying so hard to be a Spur forever. By the way, Keldon Johnson will be later on this month having a meet and greet for 2 hours in Laredo. Go to Kens5.com. Follow Jeff Garcia from Locked On Spurs and Kens5. Jeff Garcia has all the details on Kens5.com about where to go, what he's doing. But again, later on this month in Laredo, Texas, Keldon Johnson. Funny, dude. What have we learned today, Joe? I'm starving, dude. What did we learn today?
I don't know, man. We learned that our viewers like those Chevy girls because look at what Tim Gonzalez says. Get them on the show. I bet the viewers will go up. More ways than one, Tim.
Speaking of Zed's dead, in Australia, we've got a USOA shirt down under.
Hey, there you go. Hey, she's not just a USOA member.
She's a Spurs Twitter member.
No. She's a Susia member. That's what they call the female version. You have your Susios and your Susias. She's a Susia.
Interesting.
Yeah, inductee to the USOA.
There's a Jeff Garcia posted, this was part of the rebuild. He had Hector Ledesma on Locked On Spurs yesterday, and they were asking the question, are the Phoenix Suns a cautionary tale for a rebuild that the Spurs are doing? I saw an article earlier today where someone posed the question, is it possible that Kevin Durant doesn't get his jersey retired with any team? Because he's not like Tim Duncan, who played for just the Spurs.
Yeah.
You know, LeBron goes to his hometown of Cleveland. He's going to get his jersey retired there. He's going to get his jersey retired in Miami, get his jersey retired in L.A. Kevin Durant ain't going to have his jersey retired in Oklahoma City.
Why not?
Because he Kawhi'd them. That's why.
But at the end of the day, he gave him a lot of his good years, and he took him to the playoffs, and he even took him, to the finals?
Brooklyn ain't going to retire it. The Suns are not going to retire it. The best place, I guess, is Golden State. He did win a couple of rings there. He was final MVP twice, but he only played a couple of seasons.
Yeah.
A few seasons there. It's kind of funny. Chris Gonzalez asking the question, did you all see the Kendrick Perkins comment on the best big three? Yeah, he had his top 5 best big three of all time. Left out Tim, Tony, and Manu, but somehow Paul Pierce was in there with Ray Allen.
Hell. Kendrick is like the worst guy ever to be on that 4-letter network. I mean, I know he's doing it to be a troll or whatnot, but he's just horrible, man. Like, get him off the air, bro, for real.
Puffy D is throwing out some ladies of wrestling. Interesting. But anyway, it is Thursday. It is 11:30. It is time to call it a day. I am starving. I think Spernandez will be on tomorrow, right?
Yeah, my boy Spernandez. I'm actually going to reach out to him today and see what we're going to do tomorrow, because we got a lot to talk about in the world of sports and boxing, specifically boxing, with the big Canelo when he have a fight coming up.
Very cool. My name is Mike Jimenez. That is Joe Garcia. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you so much, by the way, for the super chats, by the way.
Yeah, appreciate
We got
y'all.
over $50 in super chats. I think 55 or 57 for the day.
50.
That's half of our equipment cost for this week, man. That's what we're going to be doing. New equipment coming in. So we're excited about it. Thank you so much for all those chats. Leha in particular for the big one of the two. But thank you guys so much. Everyone have a fantastic day. I'll be back on Monday. Going to go see the Foo Fighters tomorrow night. Flying out of San Antonio tonight, so I'm excited about it. My name is Mike Jimenez. That's Joe Garcia. Time for lunch. See y'all tomorrow.
Peace.